Okay, welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery. Hello everybody. Really nice to see you again. I mean, I'm not really seeing you, but I'm recording a video that maybe you'll see me, but I won't get to see you. Um, but I'm recording the video and I feel as if I can feel you. I think that's a good enough introduction. Anyway, good to be back, good to record a video, good to say hi. I just wanted to drop a note and let's just say wishing you a Merry Christmas. Season's greetings. Happy Christmas. Like, looking back on the last couple of years, oh my lord, it's been intense, hasn't it? Like, it's been an intense couple of years, I think, for so many of us. Especially if, like, we are living with this condition, or finding a way through it, finding solace in videos online or tools and techniques to help us gently move through it and beyond it. And overall, just the state of the planet of the last 2 years has been like an extraordinary mess, right? Like, let's give ourselves a little bit of a break, right? A little bit of a break, because often we want to get better, we want to improve, we want to be perfect, we want to grow and all this stuff. Like, I'm going to do all this stuff, but it's often that perfection, isn't it? That needing to, that wanting to, that obsession with the mind that gets in the way of actually healing our body. And much of what I say here, you've probably heard me say before. It's just another gentle reminder as we run up to Christmas right now. So I hope you're going to have a wonderful time with family and friends and loved ones and grandparents and kids, whatever and however your setup is where you are in the world. Wishing you blessed treats, good food, great connection. Enjoy an occasional tipple if you need to. I love the word tipple. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't the word tipple wonderful? Oh, a tipple please, darling. That's very British of me. I think the word tipple is very British. Correct me if I'm wrong, if it is a word used elsewhere in the world. So yeah, have an awesome Christmas. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in and watching these videos and being part of my journey and my process. Because for me, teaching this stuff and learning to connect with myself and my body and releasing emotions and trauma that got stuck in my system and all this stuff, like, the process of teaching it has been supportive for me, it's been supportive for me to master it even deeper, this stuff, even deeper. And it's taught me as well how to go about the process of teaching as well, which I didn't really have any experience of before. Like, teaching isn't something I really did. I used to mentor a little bit in UX design, which was my career, in London for a long time, but I didn't really teach. And so this whole process for the last 3 years has been, for me, a learning of how to teach what I've discovered myself, right? All the stuff that I've taught and picked up along the way, and like these alternative communities that I've been part of, how do I wrap them up in a way that's digestible for everyday folk who are living in the West, in a city, who are sort of up to their eyeballs with anxiety and stress in a world that isn't conducive to our health and well-being. And so that's what I've been trying to do to the best of my ability. And I know many of you have been through my programs, and it's supported you, and it's so beautiful to see the work that I have shared helping people. That's been a blessing. And reacting and seeing the commentary in some of my videos. I mean, some of the videos I've got on here, I've had thousands, if not at least a few of them, I've had tens of thousands of views, which is really beautiful to see, especially around the eye tics and the neck tics, and reading the commentary of how just these simple practices can help people. It's been really beautiful for me to witness too. So yeah, life's good, huh? Life's good. I think we're over the hump, you know. We're over the hump of the last intensity of the last 2 years, and the global stress and depression and worry and fear and pain and separation. Like, we're through the worst of that, and I think next year there's going to be quite a nice reverberation, a block to push off for a new start. And I hope you guys find that new start for you, however you might do that, whether it's a new hobby, moving to a new place, a new job or career, reaching out for support or help or guidance, mentoring, whatever it is that you feel as if you need for your next journey. Maybe it's stepping into leadership and guidance and teaching yourself. Who knows? I don't know what everybody's up to here in this community. If you want to share some commentary below, I'd really love to hear and feel you some more. So yeah, it's been a beautiful 3 years journey. 3 years of a journey for me. Right now I'm in the process of releasing a second program for parents actually who have tics. Sorry, let's say kids who have tics, but for parents. I have like this mini program for parents right now, and it teaches them just a few tools to share with their child to help them sort of get back in their body and sort of relax. But I'm also creating a bigger program for parents to learn some simple tools for mindful emotional well-being, because if a child is ticking, their environment isn't conducive to their emotional well-being. And so nobody's taught us this stuff. Like, who teaches this stuff, right? Like, it wasn't in our school. So yeah, I'm doing that, but also I really want to put time aside at the beginning of the new year to improve the MTM method program as well, and expand the MTM method program, because I've learned a lot since I released the first version 3 years ago, and the program needs to be updated. So if you have been watching these videos and you do want to join, now's a good time, because once I've got the new videos out, the price would increase. So now would be a good time to join, and then you'll get the updated videos when they do come out later, I'd say Q1 next year, as well as the current videos you'll get as well. So just be a flick of the switch, you'll have them all accessible. So, wishing you a beautiful Christmas. For me, I'm in Bali, I'm in Ubud. I'm blessed to be living in a bamboo home on the edge of the jungle, next to a really beautiful spiritual community. So regularly I get to dance, regularly I get to eat good vegan food, regularly I get to go to kirtan, and kirtan is like, yeah, let's say devotional singing. So it's not like I am, let's say, connected to one religion whatsoever. It's more about just feeling the experience and the emotions of devoting yourself to something greater than you. And the experience of devoting yourself to something greater than you gives purpose in life. And feeling what that feels like while singing to the gods, as it were. We sing to the Hindu gods. It doesn't mean I'm Hindu. This just means that we sing to these gods, and the feeling that we experience of the singing of the devotion feels and brings in these sensations of awe and bliss. And so that's something that I do a lot of, and it's helped me find a path where my devotion and my commitment has been to my purpose, and more recently been this, right? Very much offering my skills and my tools for those of us who are going through or healing motor tics, vocal tics. And in the new year, I'm going to be starting a new program, which I'm excited about. I say a new program, also a new YouTube channel, sorry. So the new YouTube channel will be more on the, let's say, more on the side of spirit and spirituality. because a lot of the work I've been doing so far has been very focused on tics. But a lot of the teachings that seem to want to come through to me aren't relevant just for people who have motor tics. Actually, the teachings and the lessons and the discoveries I feel as if I found on my path are actually relevant to many people going through dozens of mindful and emotional mental health issues, problems, seeings, explorations, empowerment or lack of empowerment. There's a lot I want to share, and it doesn't feel right to share them just on this very niche of the TICS program. So I'm looking forward to starting that YouTube channel, and when I do, I'll share it here, because maybe some of you will be interested in following that too. So I'm just dropping an update, sending my love to wherever you are in the world, and just wishing you a really blessed Christmas and New Year and Thanksgiving for those of you in the US from a couple of weeks ago. I found out the other day that it's the sun that's reborn on the 25th is actually a reflection of the sun, which starts moving again after the summer solstice, or the winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere, which happens on the 22nd. So it usually takes like a few days for the sun to start moving again, a few days after the summer or winter solstice, which is tomorrow. And that traditionally is part of the mythology of the Christ being reborn, the sun being reborn and moving again. And these words I'm sharing, I think maybe to many of you are focused on this condition and wanting to move beyond this condition. It might not seem practical, right? It's not practical wisdom. Give me some practical stuff, Dazz. It's not. It's practical in the context of mastering the mind and mastering our consciousness, which itself gives space for the body. So in some way it is actually practical. Learning a wider, more explorative way of seeing that which you are and who you are, and how you relate to your body, and how you relate to your mind, and how you relate to your emotions, and how you relate to the part of you that is the spirit. All of that is you. You are not just your body. You are all of that other stuff too. So we have to learn to connect to these other things to give ourselves the space of seeing who we are, so the body gets a break, so we're less stuck in matter, we're less dense, less rigidity and tight and trauma induced, So keep at it, guys. Do your practice. Find time for yourself to be with you and to relax. Get into nature. Don't let the overwhelm of having to see all your family members take you into a space of stress and tickiness. Give yourself and honor the time that you need to be still, because your body needs it. If you're living with a body that's constantly moving, you're not honoring yourself and giving yourself as much attention as you can and as your body needs. Okay. That's enough of a ramble from me today. Wishing you blessed holidays, and I'll update again in the new year. Okay, ciao for now.